most important things that people who are first starting out in the gym struggle with and deal with is simply not knowing what to do when they're going to the gym. So hopefully this gives you some gentle guidance and gives you a few ideas. You know, you don't have to take all of these things, but I think a few of these things can be a very, very good basically ideas and tools that you can use for your implementation into your gym routine. So I think one of the most important first parts of this is to define what your goals are. If you're lost in the gym, the first thing you need to do is simply say, hey, am I trying to lose weight? Am I trying to gain strength? Am I trying to maybe just feel a little bit better? Maybe I don't have defined goals. I think especially if you reach into that last one and you don't have defined goals, it's incredibly important to find a goal for yourself. This will give you a lot of guidance on the type of things you should be doing in the gym. And instead of having it be like, oh, there's all these exercises, all these things to do, it will give you a very basically rigid guideline of this is what we're going to do and this is how we're going to do it. So first starting out, define what your goals are. When it comes to goals too, I also want to say you want to pick goals that are going to be useful for you and also goals that you can do for yourself. So a lot of times people will pick goals that they can't really do, and they pick goals that are essentially for them maybe not even doable long term. So you need to pick a goal that is realistic for yourself. It challenges you a little bit, but at the same time, you want it to be not too hard. So this is where it's going to take a little bit. I would err on the edge of making a goal a little too easy to start and then kind of build off of it at later time. Once you actually find a goal for yourself, you can also decide why you want to go to the gym. So this is important because I think it describes something where sometimes people just want to go to the gym because they think they need to go to the gym. And you need to decide if you are trying to optimize your overall fitness and health, get the most out of it, or if you're just getting started. And for a lot of people, when they're first starting out, you really don't need to go to the gym technically. You can do a lot of things at home, and we're going to address some of these in a little bit. But simply ask yourself, do you need a gym? Do you need to go to the gym? And it's an incredibly important thing because if you don't need to go to the gym or don't want to go to the gym, somebody who maybe wants to go to the gym could just be somebody who's trying to learn more about gym culture, learn how to use the machines. And if that's your case, this is a different story. Also, if you're somebody who's trying to optimize your health and get the most out of it, you might want to go to the gym because there's a lot more tools there that you can use to improve your overall fitness capacity. But if you're not in any of those terms, going to the gym, especially when you're first starting out, can increase a lot of anxiety and a lot of helplessness around going to the gym when you're first starting out, of course. So if you don't feel like you need to, you don't. There's nothing special about the gym. It's just got a lot of good tools, and you can also meet some good people too. And this could be one of the reasons you go is to get a little bit of socialization. Some things you can do if you do actually want to go to the gym but you're still lost is look out for some resources. So YouTube is something that I think a lot of us are well familiar with at this point. You can use YouTube for literally everything. And this is especially true for the gym too. I would recommend using reputable sources. Sometimes when you are getting on social media and such, there's maybe some TikTok influencers where they're just doing crazy workouts and might not be giving much substance. So try to dig around, go to the channels, go to the people who have a good track record, people who you can kind of relate to and feel comfortable watching. This channel on my YouTube channel is, of course, a great one. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. But there's many others out there too that can show you a lot of different things, how to use equipment, how to do different exercises, etc. All from the comfort of your home. You literally don't need to leave anywhere. You don't even have to spend any money to see how to navigate the gym. So that's one of the first things, and basically using the internet period is going to be a great way to leverage your overall knowledge of the gym. In addition to this, a lot of you might have friends or family or just acquaintances who already consistently work out. If you are friendly with them and if you feel comfortable going with them and asking them a few things about the gym, hey, you just won the jackpot, because they, hopefully assuming that they've been in the fitness industry a while, will be able to tell you exactly what you need to do to optimize results, get the best bang for your buck, how to work certain machines, and how to do certain exercises to get your desired fitness goals and fitness results we talked about earlier. So if you have a friend who's currently in a fitness, highly would recommend just asking them, hey, can you help me go to the gym? Help me, show me a few workouts. They might even build you a little bit of a program. If you can't do that, one of the other good things that you can do is to hire a personal trainer. And you might be thinking to yourself right now, Logan, I don't have enough money for a personal trainer. Well, that probably for a lot of people is true. Personal training can be very expensive, and for good reason. You're literally getting somebody to walk you through the workouts and do basically all the hard work of planning the workout, etc. And they're showing you everything. But with that said, usually at gyms when you first start out, and especially if you're a new member to a gym, which a lot of the people who are lost when going to the gym are a new member, they do offer these kind of free trial sessions typically, or even free personal training trial sessions for individuals. So this could be something where it's like a 1-week trial. And guess what? If you sign up for that 1 week and you are honest with that personal trainer about your goals, they're going to show you basically everything you need to get started. They're probably going to show you really basic workout, might be 5 to 8, maybe 10 exercises if you're lucky. But when you're first starting out, that's all you need, because we're trying to build some momentum. We're trying to build some knowledge and self-confidence. So the fact that maybe you don't know all the machines in the gym doesn't matter, because we are lost and we are trying to get started. If you simply don't know what to do, getting started is going to be the best thing for you. And for a lot of people, these personal training sessions can be a really, really good first start. And you might actually find too, I'm not saying you would need to buy a personal trainer, but you might find that just having this extra source of accountability, this extra source of coaching, one-on-one coaching, will actually allow you to kind of sustain and be better on your fitness goals. So even though you might not have originally wanted to hire that personal trainer, you might start trying to get it to afford in your overall budget, because having that accountability, having that source of telling me what to do, at least before you become independent in your fitness and health goals, it can be incredibly crucial. In addition to this, something else that I don't always do a lot anymore, I actually do this a lot, but not for the reason I'm going to say, is to watch others at the gym. So myself personally, I do watch others at the gym, and it's usually basically to see kind of what people are doing, what kind of crazy workouts people are up to, because believe it or not, I see some crazy stuff when I work out at the gym. The reason why I'm telling you to look around at the gym when you are first starting out and simply don't know what to do is to see literally what other people are doing, but not to judge them. It's to actually see, hey, that's a machine that I really want to use, and I'm noticing that that guy's using it. So obviously in a non-creeper way, you might glance a little bit and see kind of what the machine looks like when he's doing it. You might see how he's adjusting it. And this is something too where, especially if the way your gym's set out, you could have maybe a bunch of treadmills, and then the treadmills are pointing toward the strength equipment. That is a really, really good way where you can just walk on the treadmill for 20 minutes and just kind of scour the gym and see what's out there. Not only that too, you might just want to dedicate one day going in and just walking around the gym and looking at all the different machines. You can read the little labels on them. At the same time, you can kind of look at people and see what they're doing on the machines, or just different exercises with dumbbells and free weights. And this can give you a really, really good idea of all the different exercises out there. You might not even decide to do anything that day. That's totally okay. That's totally okay, because remember, at the end of the day, we're just overwhelmed. And if we're lost and overwhelmed when going to the gym, we're trying to just build a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of self-efficacy, find something that we can start with, because that's going to be the most important thing. Once you find a few things that you can start with, making a basic plan is incredibly crucial. The one I have kind of outlined here in this video is basically a treadmill warm-up. Maybe you're going to walk 10 minutes on the treadmill, going to do 3 to 5 sets of bench press, because that's an exercise that you had your personal trainer teach you or show you how to do. You might do one core exercise like a plank, and then after that you might do a couple stretches you know how to do, maybe from gym class or maybe from the videos you've watched on YouTube, and then hit the sauna and leave. We don't need to overthink it. We don't need to overthink it. We're not really trying to optimize our overall fitness when we're first starting out and we're overwhelmed. We're just trying to build some confidence, because that confidence is what will ultimately sustain your long-term results. And as we know with fitness and health, the people who can adhere and stick to plans for essentially the rest of their life are the people who are going to really reap the benefits of overall exercise, fitness, and health. If you're finding value from this too, please consider liking the stream, or if you're watching on the recording, go ahead and like it as well. It greatly helps spread the message of inclusive health to everyone. Also too, I wanted to give some beginner options that might be a little bit easier than doing straight up free weights. Machines, as I've discussed numerous times, these machines are basically on a fixed plane, so they allow you to do the exercises with almost no fault at all. I hate to say dummy proof, but a lot of them are. You might also do some exercise classes. That could be another great idea to build some social connection and just have maybe another coach or another few set of eyes actually teach you how to do some movements. Cardio is super easy for beginners, especially treadmills, bicycles, spin bikes, rowing machines. Those are all pretty easy to just get on and just simply do them. You know, they don't really need much, kind of along the same lines of machines, but everyone can hop on the elliptical, crank out 20 minutes, no problem, and you don't really need much form coaching. There's not really a lot of chance of risk of injury, and it's something that, again, will get you in the gym, will build some confidence so you can sustain long-term, ideally. Also, another thing too that isn't really technically in the gym, but people forget about, is just doing sports. You know, a lot of us, when we grew up, we did soccer, we did baseball, basketball. All of these things are great sources of physical activity that we can and still should be doing outside the gym. It doesn't particularly matter that you might not be in an organized sport. You can still go shoot hoops for a little bit. Practice that. Doesn't particularly matter. Especially at the end of the day, if you're starting in the gym, usually you want to become fitter or healthier. Doing some sports is great, because it's going to provide not only hopefully some social connection with the sport, but you're just going to be focusing on the sport itself instead of, I got to do the treadmill for 10 minutes. And a lot of people like that too. Also, last thing, you could implement some single joint free weights. So this could be something like a biceps curl. A lot of people know how to do that. Tricep kicks back. This might be doing some free weights, but it's very, very simple free weight exercises. Again, leverage YouTube, leverage online sources. My channel is a great one, but of course there's many others that will show you how to do a lot of these things and can just build some overall confidence when you're first starting out. And I want to, again, go back to that idea. Adherence is the biggest thing. We're trying to get the ball rolling here, getting you started so then we can build some long-term success.